Coming up on this edition of MHS Rewind, we'll look back to this year's fall musical. We'll also reflect on Veterans Day. The MHS Marching Band had a strong season, and we got an inside look. And we'll highlight a food drive working to support the school's own food pantry.
And in sports, we'll be looking into this year's basketball season, and then reflecting on the 2024 football season. Good afternoon, MHS. I'm Cadence Tinsley.
And I'm Maddox Dilly. We'll talk about all these stories and more coming up next on MHS Rewind.
Phantom of the Opera hit the stage 6 nights in the MHS auditorium. The show was double cast, giving each group 3 performances. Nick Teterow and Lucas Edwards were there for the November 8th, 10th, and 17th cast. They call themselves Don Juan. Let's see what Don Juan liked best about the production.
It's definitely the biggest show we've ever done, and I think it's the strongest we've ever done too. Like, the others were still really, really good, but this one we've had more time to work on it and to like perfect it, and so I think this is the best show we've ever put on.
Well, compared to all the other shows we've done, Phantom of the Opera is several degrees of difficulty more. It's just, the style is hard. It's a lot more classical than many Broadway musicals you might think of. I mean, there's 5 characters singing at once in different songs. There's a song in the show that's in 2 keys at one time, and people probably don't know what that means, but it's ridiculous. So,
the set is absolutely gorgeous. It took so long. The chandelier was beautiful. It was just an amazing set, and I'm honored to have been able to work on it.
We're all just like a really good cast, I'd say. We all come together and like as a family, as like a friend group, as one, so we all get along with each other, so I guess that's something good to do, because it would be bad if some people hated each other, so. But we all just come together and it really creates like acting, live acting, like that's gorgeous.
You are a disgrace!
It was great, and I'll be coming back for our next show, and definitely next year. I love singing and acting, and it's just a great environment to be in as well.
You can call this gibberish.
I'm just so thankful for this opportunity to be in this. This is my favorite show ever. It has been for a while, and I'm so glad to be in it, let alone be Christine. It's the best thing that's ever happened to me.
I feel like this year, since this is my first year being an upperclassman, I feel like more of a family this time, because I know everyone under me, and I get to kind of teach them a little bit, be a person they look up to.
My favorite part in the show, it's not even a part I'm in, but I love Past the Point of No Return, when they come out in the end and she's in the wedding dress, and like when she has the cup and the apple, because just the emotion and like the Phantom and Raoul and Christine, it's just all really good. I love it.
Other than Masquerade that I just mentioned, scene 5 where the Phantom and Christine are on the boat and the fog is rolling in and you have these 2 people pushing the boat and they're in their cloaks. It just looks so cool. It's such a good picture. And the vocals from both the Phantom and Christine are just so strong. They're really good.
Oh, definitely. When I came on in the beginning and sang the really, really high note, I always feel so powerful doing it.
my favorite part of the show is The Point of No Return. It's a song, just me and Christine pretty much, and it's just fun to scream in her face.
I think everyone just worked so hard and put so much time into it. It just came together so nicely. The dancing, the singing, the sets look great. You know, the pit, the instruments sound amazing. So it just panned out so well for such a hard show.
Whatever you do, don't feed the plant. Little Shop of Horrors is coming to MHS in February, and the auditions will be held December 17th. This ghoulish and hilarious musical has been making people laugh for decades. Come and be a part of one of the best modern musicals, and you might just become plant food. Sign-ups are right across from the bookstore, and audition music can be picked up from Samarja in the choir room.
FCA meets Thursday morning at 7:10 in the SSC. The topic will be Play Harder. Everyone is welcome.
Veterans Day is a holiday celebrated worldwide, and a few weeks ago, MHS hosted their very own program, and I was there to cover it. On November 11th, MHS hosted a Veterans Day program to honor the brave men and women who have served our country.
Veterans Day is a day dedicated to honoring the men and women who have or are currently still serving our country. Veterans make countless sacrifices so that we can have our freedoms and live in peace.
MHS was proud to honor multiple speakers to talk about the importance of Veterans Day, one of which was a veteran, Randy Seasting, who talks about the history of Veterans Day.
Hostilities of World War I ended at 11th hour, 11th day, 11th month of 1918 when the armistice or peace agreement with Germany went into effect.
The Martinsville Band and Choir came together to play the music of each branch of the military and recognize those in attendance who served. A performance of Taps was also played by two trumpet players in the band. One thing that Principal Mr. Bell wants is to keep the train rolling and continuing this program.
We want to thank the veterans, and we want to, lead the way for the future generations to keep celebrating Veterans Day every year and never take it for granted.
All the veterans in attendance were very pleased with the program and are very thankful that their service to this country is recognized each year. A challenge was dared upon the MHS student body. Don't just thank veterans on Veterans Day. Thank them every day. For MHS Rewind, I'm Maddox Dilly.
MHS has had a great band season. I talked with Mr. Bell and a couple of the band students to understand more about the season and the team. The MHS Marching Artisans has had an amazing year. The group came away with many wins this season. Band director Ken Bell sat down with us to reflect on the band's success.
Looking back, another really successful, fantastic season, I'll say on several levels. The musical growth of the group, the chemistry of the group, what they're achieving. Finally, I say this year, we finally kind of got over the hump, and that being that when we went to Greenwood in mid-September to that contest, we won our class, and that's the first time in a long time that's happened. I've been doing this a long time, so those contest results are great, sure, but what's more important is what the kids get out of the activity and what they take with them.
Many marching band members were also committed to this year's fall musical, showing us just how dedicated they are.
It was definitely a little crowded, but it was worth my time. I built a lot of character and I made a lot of friends doing it. So everybody knows each other. There's no standing conflicts or anything, which is really nice. Everybody's just friends, so it's a nice environment.
I feel like there was a lot better morale. We really wanted to make it this year. We had a lot of ambition, and that made for a funner season. I really enjoyed my leadership position this year as drum major. This season was so not like the other seasons just because of that, but it was a really good opportunity because I got to bond with a lot more team members, both on the guard side and the band side.
The group hopes to carry their momentum over to next season. For MHS Rewind, I'm Cadence Tinsley.
Miss Martin's class has recently started a food drive. Join Quinn Sparenblick as he discusses their operation.
Imagine walking out of school only to realize that you have no food for the rest of the evening. This is an unfortunate problem that strikes a lot of MHS students. Thankfully, Ms. Jennifer Martin's class is here to help those in dire needs with the food drive that has been started recently.
We realized that our food pantry here at school needed some supplies, and so we decided we would start a food drive in order to collect those supplies.
And not only do the students who receive the food get to go home happy, the students who donate will also receive a waffle party until the end of the semester, handmade by Miss Jennifer Martin's class.
Yeah, we have our cinnamon rolls, and we put them in our little cute waffle makers, and then we have a homemade syrup thingy that we put on it, and we put it on a plate, and then we go deliver it to the winning classroom.
However, even with all the resources being donated from without and within Martinsville High School, there is not enough to keep up with the demand of students. So that's why they need you to donate food now to Miss Jennifer Martin's food drive.
Try and bring in what you can. We're really needing snacks. Students here at school get hungry and then they get kind of grouchy. So Ms. Hyde would like to keep some snacks on hand to feed students so that they are not hungry and grouchy.
We're very low, but we're hopeful that this food drive will continue to keep pulling in more dry goods for us to keep this shelf stocked.
If you are that student that wants to help out and look out for others, then please donate to Mrs. Jennifer Martin's food drive. Even the smallest donation could help. And if you are the one struggling, don't hesitate to reach out for a discreet way to help your family and you. For MHS Rewind, I'm Quinn Sparenbleck.
Martinsville High School JAG is accepting donations for winter wear that will go to elementary students in need of clothes for the cold. You can drop off your donations at Martinsville High School in the office. They will have the donation box to hold all donations made. Deadline to bring the items in is December 6th.
Do you want to help children in need? Well, you're in luck because MHS's annual toy drive kicked off this week. You can donate unopened toys or cash. If you donate $5 or more, you'll be entered into a raffle for a gift card. You can drop off donations in the front of the school before school. Drive ends on the 13th, so don't miss your chance to help a child in need.
Birthdays today: Madison Hyatt, Peyton Shank, and Brianna Tapp. Happy birthday, guys.
And taking a look at the athletic side of things, we'll hand it off to Ruby Merle.
Thanks, guys. Basketball season has officially started. Gavin Long and Blake Ross spent a couple of days talking with the girls' basketball team. Here's what they had to say.
The MHS girls' basketball team has just kicked off their season, and we took a couple days learning their thoughts.
We definitely have a lot of shooting. We have more ball handling than we had last year.
Ruby Merle is starting her first year playing at MHS and says the transition was very easy.
Coming here was a really good choice, and I really like the basketball program, and I really like Coach Knuckles and the team.
Merle's personal goals this year are to score double digits in both points and rebounds.
I would say to win sectionals, since we have a very good chance of it because our sectionals got changed. So now we have both the Bloomingtons and both the Terre Haute, which gives us a pretty good chance.
The girls are looking to improve their record from last year. For MHS Rewind, I'm Gavin Long.
The boys basketball team is excited to kick off their season, hoping to improve their record and welcome in their new head coach. Addison Ford, Maya Lewis, and myself got an inside look.
The Martinsville boys basketball team is ready to bounce back from last season with new head coach J.B. Neal, who has 25 years of prior coaching experience and came from Bloomfield.
Just an opportunity at a bigger school. Really liked Coach Staggs and Mr. Bell. They, got in contact with them, so they had a lot to do with it.
The boys are excited for this new opportunity to grow under this new leadership.
I feel like it'll be a lot better than last year. We got a new coach, and we got a couple new players.
They're hoping to improve their record with a new coach and some players stepping into bigger roles.
I think we could struggle, but with new coaching and possibly different players, it will just depend. We'll have to see.
Their next game is December 6th at home. You won't want to miss out on watching this team improve from last season. For MHS Rewind, I'm Maya Lewis.
The boys' award-winning season has officially come to a close after a tough loss to New Palestine last Friday. Liam Ralph and Maddox Dilly have the story.
The football team traveled to New Pal last Friday night for the semi-state championship and fell 43-7 against the Dragons. Despite the tough loss to end their season, the boys have a lot to be proud of.
We've been working for months, and I wouldn't rather be out here with any other group of guys.
A lot of the Artie's success comes from their leadership. which has played a big role in coming back from tough deficits. A few team captains, senior quarterback A.J. Reynolds and junior running back Lucas Dewey, were able to step up and lead their team to victory this season.
Have a lot of people, a lot of supporters coming out every Friday. I've never seen the stands this packed, and it's never been this loud. I think it's pretty cool.
It was an award-winning and record-breaking season for the Yardies, as they won the Mid-State Conference for the second year in a row, and they won sectionals and regionals for the first time in almost 40 years.
Having the community behind us and really supporting us is just a great feeling. Like whenever we won last week and just hearing the crowd and other videos from the church where you can just hear the crowd that far away, it's awesome to be able to experience that.
The community was ecstatic for the 12-2 season, and Martinsville football truly brought life back into the town. For MHS Rewind and Liam Ralph, I'm Maddox Dilly.
That does it for sports. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Ruby. And that's a wrap of this edition of the MHS REWIND Newscast. For Cadence Tinsley and the rest of the RTV2 class, I'm Maddox Dilly.
Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and always remember to enjoy the ride.